The Trump administration has almost taken the Federal Reserve. Interest rates are about to go back to zero. Mark my words. In my humble opinion, this may be the most explosive setup we have ever had for stocks and crypto. This channel is about creating generational wealth, creating legacy businesses. This is an opportunity that most of you has never ever had. We have to take this. Let me explain. Literally last week, Trump told us to buy stocks.
You better go out and buy stock now. Let me tell you, this country will be like a rocket ship that goes straight up. This is going to be numbers that nobody's ever seen before.
As you saw from the last Fed cut, none of this is based on data. This is more or less based on vibes. Or as Powell politely called them, risk management cuts. Trump has publicly criticized Jerome Powell throughout the whole year. He's called him a fool, a numbskull, and a stupid person publicly throughout the whole year. It is obvious Trump and Jerome Powell don't really align, which is so interesting because Jerome Powell was actually hired by Trump in his first term. What's funny is that Powell is only 1 out of 12 FOMC members. Bearing in mind, Adriana Kruger resigned in August for her financial holding. Jerome Powell's official terms end in May 2026, and Trump is expected to hire Kevin Hassett. Even last month in a Fox interview, Hassett said he would be cutting rate right now if he was in power. This just shows that the minute Jerome Powell turns end and Trump hires Hassett, rate cuts are going to be extremely dramatic. We're going to have really, really low rates. What does this mean? For all of us within the Wellington community, if you don't know yet, get to know. I have a tight vetted private community of very successful entrepreneurs. The community is called Wellington. It's where you can find like-minded people. They're all real entrepreneurs, no YouTube gurus, no crypto bros, just people who are building legacy businesses. People who are exited for a substantial amount, or people who are just making cash flow business. In order for you to even be in this community, you have to be doing at least 500k ARR or have raised £1 million /dollars. You want to be part of this community where we speak about high level leadership and we speak about gems just like what I'm bringing out on this channel. Click the link in the description and apply for Wellington. As I said, it's a highly vetted group and you want people who are like-minded to be in this group. We're not a community that we want 1 million people or 500,000 people to be in it. We just want killers. People who are going to be successful. People who are going to be in a position in 5-10 years where they will be calling shots for the global financial states. I digress. You even have prediction markets that are saying Kevin Hassett has 78% chance of being the next Fed chair in comparison to Kevin Walsh or Christopher Weller. The target rate of the Trump administration is either ZERP or around 1%. If this happened, guys, this is going to be crazy. Think of it. I've been preaching. Invest, invest, invest. Invest, invest, invest. We all know for wealth preservation, you need to invest. You need to invest significant amount of money. Imagine if interest rate gets to 1% or below 1%. The stock market's going to blow. It's going to be crazy. So right now, I implore all of you to pause this video and start investing. Or increase the rate you're investing significantly. There's blood on the market. The market's been low for the last month. Next year, there's going to be a massive boom in the stock prices. Massive boom. By next year, everyone will be able to understand the capex for all these major companies on AI. Next year, Jerome Powell will be out of power. The Fed chair will be cutting the interest rate. Next year, people understand what Trump's actual thesis is for this campaign. The issue that the Fed has right now is the labor market is not looking that good. We're just going to push the Fed to lower interest rates, which will spur investment coming in, even though we have a 3% CPI currently. So the data is kind of sticky, but the policies are clear. That's the dilemma we have right now. On December the 6th, Trump signed an executive order to address the inflation topic. Trump literally called the affordable market in the US Democrat hoax.
This whole thing is, they use the word affordability. It's a Democrat hoax.
So the executive order is meant to address the fact that the Democrat Party in the food supply chain were price fixing for tens of millions of dollars. Trump is not playing around, guys. This is meant to determine whether the anti-competitive behavior in food supply chain in the United States and whether the control of food-related industries by foreign entities are increasing the price of food products in the US, or even creating a national economic threat to the United States. A very popular micro investor, Darius Dale, said this on X, gaslighting the public about inflation whilst presiding over one of the biggest annual declines in the US dollar's index ever, and mafia-style bullying of the Federal Reserve to slash interest rates by hundreds of basis points is all-time levels of out-of-touch billionaires' arrogance. Is he making sense? He's basically having a go about the tariffs policies. Basically saying maybe the inflation is based on the DXY being down by 10%. It tracks the value of the US dollar with a basket of around 6 global currencies, like the euro, the yen, and the pound. So a higher DXY means a stronger dollar, a lower DXY means a weaker dollar. Basically, the US dollar has been decreasing year to date. Is this because of the rise of the BRICS? Or is this because Trump's in power? Or is this because this is a natural cause, as Ray Dalio says, of the global structure, where a different currency will always collapse, then will rise again? A weaker dollar will increase the food price inflation. We all know when you're trading commodities like beans, gold, it's all done in dollars. If the price of a dollar is cheaper right now, your buying power is less, which will affect how much food costs, according to Darius Dale. We also need to take into consideration interest rate differentials. The ideas of currencies around the world trades at different interest rates. So obviously lower interest rates decreases the demand of the dollar. This happened when the yen had negative interest rates, and unwinding of that trade in Japan has gone higher, which could further decrease the DXY, and then we get that zero interest rate policy. Trump's also saying that these tariffs may eliminate income tax, which is never a bad thing. Who wants to pay income tax?
Every 4 years, those numbers are going to go up, and I believe that at some point in the not too distant future, you won't even have income tax to pay, because the money we're taking in is so great, it's so enormous, that you're not going to have income tax to pay. Whether you get rid of it or just keep it around for fun or have it really low, much lower than it is now.
This channel is not a news outlet. It's just a place where some of the topics we speak about in Wellington, I give it to the world for free. But guess what? This is nothing. This is not a mental sparring session. You're just listening to me. But if you want to be among like-minded people, have in-depth conversation about the stock market, hiring, selling a company, loneliness, entrepreneurship, family, faith, apply for the community down below. It's going to be 2026. This is a year of increase. If you really want to increase financially, if you want to increase in every aspect of your life, I would advise you to be around like-minded people. I would advise you to apply to Wellington. YouTube algorithm is extremely good. Wherever video they've suggested, I will implore you to click.